Hello everyone, welcome back to EU4. My name is Cilantro. This is my Morocco playthrough, going for the achievement Georgia on my mind, where I'm trying to conquer all three Georgias on the map, the country, the state, and the island. Last time we were trying to finagle our way into a potential war with Tunis. We're still dealing with the fact that they are allied with the Ottomans, who when I loaded this game up, just realized may or may not have taken almost all of Bosnia. They had gotten into a war. I believe Bosnia may have even been the aggressor, and the Ottomans have expanded, and currently their war with the Mamluks, in which they're allied with Tunis, is not going very well for the Mamluks. They are getting pounded, understandably so, by the Ottomans. So my plans to potentially conquer to the east are being thwarted, and I believe my current best option is going to be to expand to the south, take over as much of Africa as I can, conquering my way through here, and then eventually heading east. You know, I'm not going to cease the watch of this area. There is a chance I could score a war with Tunis where the Ottomans won't come in. I could potentially try now. I'm still a little wary of that. A single war against the Ottomans or Tunis where I lose could really make it difficult to progress at all. So I think staying conservative as possible right now is the best choice, and I do not want to take a stability hit. I'm already far behind on my admin tech, admin power, so I'm going to let that just continue to tick up. We did hit admin tech 4, which is good, and we're going to be getting our first idea group finally, very soon. I need to continue to push the initiative to make this happen, because we're going to have some serious problems. Do I have any transports? I don't think I actually do right now. None production. Do we have any right now? We have no transports. I'm gonna need some transports. So I would rather have these now rather than forget about them and need them later. We also do have some room left in our army force limit, so we're gonna go ahead and recruit one of those as soon as we get 26 bucks. Why is it 26? It seems like a very odd cost. Probably due to inflation. I think they're 25 normally, and then 26 because of the inflation that I've been incurring. Which, oh yeah, 4.36 from that event and a few other things. So, unfortunately, when we go to full army maintenance, we start losing a lot of money. So it's another thing we have to be very wary of. But I would rather go into a deficit during war, but have the troops available than not. It's a little scary. And actually, I think I'm gonna let's see. Is there some happy medium where I can still earn money yet reinforce my troops? Okay, it looks like there is. I think even just having a slight bit of maintenance will help reinforce. Let's see, how many are we reinforcing each month? Oh, 35. Okay, so that does seem to be proportional to the amount of money that I dump into it. So let's slider it up here to the point where we're not losing anything, and at least get our troops to max. Because we're otherwise going to be sitting on manpower, and I would rather just have the army completely filled up. Also, I believe last time I was looking into it, and I believe that I have a pretty large proportion of cavalry available, and I don't remember where I'd seen that. Okay, ooh, alright, so Ethiopia is moving in on the Mamluks. That is interesting. Poor Mamluks, they have no alliances. So we're going to get eaten up this war between the Ottomans and Ethiopia. I'm sure being able to conquer them. Whew, not good for them. As always, we want to check here. The Ottomans still will come in as a defensive war. They're already a little bit of war exhaustion. But yeah, I don't know. I also worked really hard to get this alliance with the Ottomans. So it's a little weird that I would be breaking that immediately just to conquer some land. But honestly, I would rather have the land than the alliance with the Ottomans, come to think of it, because it's going to help me snowball further south. I mean, inevitable war against Timbuktu. Let's see what their army looks like, and I can actually unpause. I can run time while I'm doing this. Gotta love the monthly auto saves. Oh no, it's a disaster! Actually, it's not. It's actually really good. That sound means that our king... Okay, so Timbuktu barely has an army, so that'll be easy conquest. Our leader died, which would... Oh, boy. That is not bad, gentlemen. That is not bad. Alright, so our leader died. He was a 0-2-1 or something. We now have a 4-3-2 in, which is good. And we do have a kid who's a 6-4-1. So it's going to really help us out getting our stuff boosted. I mean, 4-3-2 is quite good, but the 6-4-1 is even better. It will put us a little bit behind in military tech, but I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that. Our stability is in the negative. I could just let this sit. Let's see, what do we eat here? We eat national unrest, which I can handle right now. I'm not getting any rebels. Let's see here. What else is the ramifications of negative? Caravan power. Your legitimacy is a little bit of a problem. That would cause our legitimacy to tick down. Not super crazy. How much is it going to cost me? It cost me 100 points to raise it. Whatever. We do have some national decisions available. The Sheikh al-Islam office, which does gain us piety, which I'm not really that interested in. Neither am I interested in this, really. One of these actually causes us to lose piety, but I don't seem to have that option available, unfortunately. Because I believe that, for at least for now, negative piety is actually better for us. Let's see here. Yeah, national tax power, manpower modifier, and especially tech cost being cheaper with negative piety. So if I see any events that aren't going to cost me an arm and a leg, it may be better for me to do that. Alright, so we have our transports. I think 2 should be fine. I'm going to need to use them to move troops around to view. And hey, speaking of, I would love to lose 25 piety. To be able to use conquistadors to actually see into Terra Incognita. So that's just something to keep in mind. National decisions available. Yeah, still I'm just gonna tick these off because I really don't want them right now. So that way the banner goes away. And other than the claims that I don't have anything really to keep me busy right now. So I made a mistake, I think, last episode as well, changing my national focus. I still have 17 years before I can actually change my focus back to admin power. But really, it's okay. I mean, I'm either gonna succeed or fail at this, and I can't fret over decisions I've already made. It's just gonna make things worse. We do have the ability to get Diplotech. No reason to spend our points quite yet, although that's likely what we will end up doing. Looks like we got a couple countries getting checkered up pretty nicely. Oh, Savoy might be going down here pretty soon. Venice getting taken by Austria. I think we're actually okay with Austria. They're not super happy about our relations, but it's always good to be on the Emperor's side. You never know what will happen here. England, Scotland. Yeah, we'll improve with Denmark. More people that like us, the better. So, ooh, that is a lot of ducats. So how much do I need to actually get the accumulate? So I need 186.2. We'll get 10 prestige from that. That's a lot of money, but I really need the admin power, so we're going to do that. As much as it hurts to see 100 ducats, especially at this point in the game. Alright, we've, I believe, successfully reinforced our army to maximum, so we don't want to waste any more cash. We'll slide our army maintenance all the way down there. And, what kind of rebels we have here? Togortian peasants. That's rough. And I've been doing some more thinking, too. I really don't know if there's any other way I could possibly get Mazab to like me more other than through some random events. I mean, I've done, other than sending him money, which I do recall I could get 25 rep with them for that. There doesn't seem to be any way to boost this up, so I've got to wait for a story for that. Okay, so 10 admin power, 18.63 ducats, and 1 yearly prestige. And our prestige is currently going down, so yeah, I'll do that. I'd rather do that than lose prestige, since it only cost me a one time. It is a little bit admin power, but it's not like it's a ton. So I am quite okay with that. I mean, I do have the option to attack them. I'm not that desperate for land. It is an inevitability that they'll come after them, and because I'm protecting them, it should make it less likely that Tunis will actually go after them. And if they did, it would be the perfect pretense to actually go into war. And I don't believe there's any circuitous way I could get a war deck on them either. Tunis has no other allies. So, as an example, if I got really desperate, even if I didn't have a claim on them, say if they were going after the Jarids here, I could declare on them, have them call Tunis in. That would not allow the Ottomans to be called in. And I could at least break their alliance with the Ottomans, as well as potentially score some land. So the Mamluks are still getting their faces stomped in. They're currently at 86 war score. I imagine them to be piecing out here pretty soon. Is there anyone else I could finagle into attacking the Ottomans? Who else are they allied with? Crimea, Morocco, and Tunis. So maybe somebody will declare on Crimea, win the war, and break their pact there, but it still doesn't even really help me out unless they break all of their buddies. Ooh. So I believe that if you accept Ramadan, you get further events, which is kind of nice. So, what's our piety at right now? 0. Yeah, I will engage in the shenanigans that is Ramadan. Sorry to anybody who's actually Muslim. I don't want to insult your religion. It's a game, so in the game, Ramadan shenanigans are shenanigans. Timbuktu's rather large. I'm really surprised at how small their army is for the size of their country. I mean, they even only have 12 force limit. That's really not that much because there's only 11 provinces. Unfortunately, the land down here in the West and Southern Africa, game-wise, is not the best. So, I mean, yes, I will be increasing my size, but not to the point of really being all that crazy. Oh, wow. So Tunis actually just ate both of those countries right there. The Ottomans, whoa! Ottomans have a very interesting peace deal with them. I've never seen the AI do that before. Take some very strange provinces really deep into the territory. And now I think Ethiopia is likely to be able to do some... Well, maybe not. Are they getting pushed back by the Mamluks? Quite possibly. Tunis still has their alliance. They'll still get called in. I don't think it's worth the risk. I mean, I never trust the AI to be competent in pushing overseas, and the war between Portugal, Castile, and myself was evidence of that. But if they did, there's no question that the Ottomans would absolutely crush me. Whereas Tunis's army is definitely smaller than mine, and while it would be a little bit of a fight, it wouldn't be to the point where I would overly worry about it. Still available to get Diplo tag. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the cap, so we're going to go ahead and just grab that. Oh, you know what? No, we're not. Forget that we're not. Yeah, we can actually start up to 1400 power. Oh, well, we may have lost 5% of a discount. It's not really that big of a deal. Getting military tech 5 soonish. Looks like Castile and Portugal are both already in there. Now, I'm at truce with these guys. There's a potential of them attacking me again. Hopefully their defeat earlier was enough to dissuade them from that. Tunis has military tech 5. The Timbuktu has military tech 4. So it's not too bad. Can I actually rival these guys? See if I can change one of my rivals to them without any problem with that. Sultan's reputation tarnished. Oh no! Some sort of propaganda text is circulating in the court about how said I is a ruthless powermonger. I will embrace the reputation. I would rather spend the Diplo power than effectively spend the admin power. Where is... there we go. So we're currently rivaled with Aragon, Morocco, and Portugal. So, no, sorry. We are currently allied with, rivaled with Tunis, Portugal, and Castile. Okay, so yeah, the Timbuktu is not a valid rival. What is the name of someone who is from Timbuktu? Timbuktuan? Probably. Do need to save up some Diplo power. Hopefully I'll have enough to... Okay, so here we have another option of lose 10 prestige. Our prestige is ticking up though, so it will actually do, and we actually will gain some ducats, which will help our army, or help our mission to gain prestige. So we're going to do that. We're going to eat the hit there. We're getting fairly close to finishing that mission. Relations with Denmark finished. Nobody's settled that little area yet, which is good. But I am going to need some Diplo power. Hopefully I won't regret having spent that, because as soon as my national ideas get up there, I'd really like to be able to... I need 2 Diplo ideas, so I need a total of 800 Diplo power to be able to actually do this. I really want to go as soon as I can. I'm actually going to move the army that I'm going to need to send over there. Should be able to do that safely. Well, yes, I do indeed welcome Moorish refugees again. 10 years of cheaper attack and idea costs? Heck yeah. Okay, the Ottomans have declared on Kandar. That is, I believe, this small little country right here. That's going to be a pretty trivial war for them, for sure. Anytime I see an event, I want to check again. No, they'll still come in. So as soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna send or make a conquistador, send it over here. Austria is still the emperor. Can invent new technology. It's behind the times. I wish I could click on this just to see how much ferocity there is there amongst the natives. There's a few extra options that I believe have been included in the Art of War that allow you to like kill off all the natives. Normally, in my previous sort of personal playthroughs, I'd have to park troops there in case there were uprisings. I believe if you commit a little friendly genocide, then you don't have to worry about that so much. All right, we've lost a lot of our improved relations with the Ottomans, so I want to make sure that's being maintained just in case. There's still nobody I can really fabricate. I mean, I guess I could. Can I fabricate against? Okay, I can fabricate on Castile, but I'd rather not risk getting caught. And I mean, our reputation's already, well, you know what? Not really much else we can do, so I might as well have claims on neighbors. England's going to war to try to consolidate and make Great Britain. That is fine. All right, accumulate money mission is done. So we have a mission to conquer Kabylia. Increase control of the spies, which I believe this Gaff's place was. Actually, Togurt is. No, it wasn't Gaff's, it was these two that are spices. That's, yeah. 5 ducats of trade income for 10 years. It's really nice. Aragon's opinion of Morocco, at least 100. Can we achieve that? Yes, we can. So let's pull back from there and we'll take that mission. Get 5 prestige, get 25 diplo. That'll actually help us out. So we can get the colonization ideas a little sooner. Improve relation. Can I send these guys a very small gift, maybe, and get that a little sooner? I'd be willing to spend some money to get the Diplo power and get another mission going. To wait until... I send this guy over there. You get a pretty strong diminishing returns on your improved relations. So as long as I maintain it below or around the halfway mark of the amount that I can do, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, we would have to send a ridiculous amount of money to get any rep with them. No thanks. I like the cash. More cash I can hold, the better. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much money for something that would otherwise be, because I know at least before, and let me just double check this here, sending a gift to these guys would, yeah, greatly improve our relations, probably because they're a small country and 25 ducats is likely a lot of money for their size and current development. Gold is a sign of nobility, or nobility cannot be bought. Sale of titles. My lord, one of your advisors is suggesting selling off titles of nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. I like sitting at about 1 positive stability. Provides a nice buffer against any, against monarch death or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I think the gold is well worth the stability that I would otherwise have to deal with. I do get a little bit extra national tax modifier, some global trade power increase, so it's not crucial to stay at, say, positive 3 stability, but keeping it at least 1 is, I feel like it's a worthwhile use of resources. So we're getting there. 744. So August 1476. So about a little less than 2 years, we'll finally have our first idea group. Hopefully by then we'll have close to the Diplo power that we need. Let's see, we're going to get 24 months at plus... Oh yeah, we actually won't even be all that close at all. So which is first? Is it the explorer or the colonist? I believe it's the colonist that's first. It is the colonist that's first. Okay, we finished fabricating our claim. I'm going to basically keep fabricating on them until one of them gets caught. So if I won't be able to explore here, I may be able to at least get a colony started in Tuat so I can start fabricating here and then push down. I mean, my military is not going to be super busy with the colonization process, so I might as well be pushing south into Africa to consolidate, you know, get more land. Seems silly not to. Can I actually fabricate on Portugal? I don't know if that actually considers me to be a border with them. I can. I actually have 2. Algarve and Madeira Island out here. I wonder if I could win a war like that. Abuse the fact that the AI is poor. Just sit on Madeira, earn enough war score. I may end up having to do that, or at least continue to have that as a threat in case Portugal threatens any of my future colonies. But in the meantime, I need to take a quick break here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Georgia on My Mind. Thanks for watching.